Hello. So I decided I would make you all a video this morning because I woke up and my throat is really bothering me. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the online thing today. So I figured at least you would have a video. So today's work is just a little more subtraction of matrices, and the difference between this and what we did last week is this has some fractions and all in it. But just like with addition, fractions don't change the rules for subtraction. So we're going to do a couple of problems. I chose problem number 1 and problem number 6. Problem number 1 is a pretty straightforward a minus b. We just have some negatives to deal with. But then problem number 6, that is a lot of fractions. So I figured I would do that one to help you guys out a little bit. So to do a minus b, I can do a minus b because a and b are both the same size. They're both 2 by 2. So I just take the corresponding term in each one. So in this case, 5 and 3, and I subtract. So I'm going to write that out. You don't have to write this out. I'm just writing it to show you what I'm subtracting. So then I'm going to take negative 7 minus negative 8. Remember, it's minus. So even though that 8 is negative, you still have to subtract negative 8. And then I've got 2 minus negative 1. And then I have negative 1 minus 11. Okay? So now to get my answer, I just do my subtraction. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Negative 7 minus negative 8. That's like saying negative 7 plus 8. So that's going to be a positive 1. 2 minus negative 1 is like saying 2 plus 1. So that's going to be 3. And then negative 1 minus 11, that is going to be negative 12. And that's it. That's my answer for number 1, a minus b. Okay? So now, number 6, e minus f. So I'm going to set this up the same way. I'm doing the same thing. I have 9 pieces, but I'm going to set them up exactly the same way. I can't possibly draw all the shapes. All right, so I'm going to do 14 and negative 6. So 14 minus negative 6. And I'm going to cross those out once I've done them so I don't lose track. And then 1/2 minus 1/7. I'm going to do negative 10 minus positive 6. Negative 6 minus negative 1/5. One-third minus negative 9/8. And then 8 minus negative 5/3. Now down here I've got 2 minus 2. 4 minus 1/3. And negative 6 minus 7. Okay. Now, if you're having trouble with fractions, I'm going to post some extra videos. They're not my videos. I'm going to post some extra YouTube videos that might be helpful with the adding and subtracting fractions. So now I'm going to do my subtraction. So 14 minus negative 6, that's like 14 plus positive 6. So that gives me 20. 1/2 minus 1/7. So I need to change these to something with a common denominator. So I'm going to turn this into 7/14 and this into 2/14. So that gives me 5/14. Negative 10 minus 6 gives me negative 16. Negative 6 minus negative 1/5. So that's like adding 1/5. 30, negative 30/5 would be the same as negative 6. So negative 30 plus 1 is negative 29/5. I have to do 1/3 minus negative 9/8, so that's like plus 9/8. This would be 8/24 plus 27/24. So that would be 35/24. 8 minus negative 5/3 is like doing 8 plus 5/3. So 8 would be 24/3 plus 5/3 would be 29/3. I don't know why I just wrote that like that, and I wrote those fractions that way. I'm sorry. So 2 minus 2 would give us 0. 4 minus 1/3. 4 would be 12/3 minus 1/3. So that would be 11/3. And then negative 6 minus 7 would give us negative 13. So don't let the fractions hold you up. If you need to, put them in a calculator. But you do need to know how to add and subtract fractions that have different denominators, or adding and subtracting fractions and whole numbers. So I am going to put some videos up as some extra practice for fractions. Please do those if that's something that you're having trouble with. Okay, feel free to email me any questions that you might have. As of right now, I don't think I'll be on the online lesson later, unless my allergy medicine takes a miracle today and works. It didn't work so well yesterday. So, but do email me if you have any questions. I'm here. I'm in front of my computer all day long, and I'd be happy to help you out with whatever you need. Okay, have a great day, you guys.